Uh, well, that's a peculiar. We're late. We're a little late. A little bit. Just a smidgen. Just a smidgen. I was supposed to start an hour and a half ago. I have my reasons. Ah, you don't care, do you? You don't even care. Trick you too, buddy. All right. So, I don't know where to begin with this. I don't know what to talk about. I don't know whether I explain why I haven't been here. Or if we do music. I don't know which one to do. I don't know which one to do. Should I talk about why I have not been live the past week or two? Why I have been, quote, having a tough time? I don't know if I should explain that or if we should talk about music. I mean, I guess I could get the heavy stuff out of the way quickly. But I gotta make sure nobody else can hear me. It's my problem. That's the problem. Ah, but it's better if I talk about it with people that I actually know would listen. Like you all. So, it might be beneficial to talk about it. But, I don't know if I should talk about it yet. I don't know if I'm ready. I think I'm ready to talk about it. It's just kind of sad. Kind of a tough place to just begin. A tough thing to just kind of throw out at the very beginning. So, I don't know which one I should do. I don't know which one I should do. Hey y'all, I'm back. It's Azores. I say I'm back every single time because I keep taking breaks. But I have my reasons. I have my reasoning. Again, happy Pride Month. Is this the second stream in Pride Month so far, and that's it? There's technically been two or three. Okay, last stream was June 4th. It's been nearly 2 weeks. Sorry about that. I can say why. Again, I can say why. Do I want to right now? I don't know. I don't know if I want to right now. I might. I might. You know, I might. I might just do it. Oh shit. I'm gonna be talking about it tomorrow as well with other people. But like, oh yeah, you like the little temporary tattoo I have? The the temporary pride tattoo. Pretty heat. Pretty heat. Love is love. Am I right? Okay. Um. Do I talk about it? Do I talk about it now? Nobody is here. Not it. I don't. Why am I saying not it? I'm not. This isn't a competition. This is me asking whether I should talk about it or not. I don't know. I don't know if I should. I might. Oh my god. I'm tired. Well, I'm not tired. I just haven't stretched in a couple hours. um. Should I talk about it? Should I talk about it? I feel like I'm just stalling. Just waiting for somebody to join the freaking chat. Waiting for somebody to say something. Somebody's watching me. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Okay. Um. Yeah, I got no clue. I got no fucking idea what to do. We're to talk about the thing or not? We're to talk about why I haven't been here for 2 weeks? Or talk about not that? Songify. Let me open up Songify real quick. Haven't been opening that up recently. Okay, hold on. Let me get this Songify open real quick. You always feel like somebody's watching you. Okay. Do I talk about it? Nobody has showed up yet. Nobody's here yet. Holy, there's a lot of announcements. Okay. Sorry, I want to be a voice actor. Leave it at that. I should talk about it yet. I'll talk about it once I know that everybody in my house is asleep. Because again, this more so feels like I'm just talking to myself, and so it feels better. It's been 10 minutes. Oh. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Bam, 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 bam. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Oh, Leo looks awesome. They're playing Bedrock without me? My friends are playing Minecraft without me. Oh, boo-hoo for me. Okay, who is that? Oh, it's okay. Dude looks fake. Looks like a porcelain doll. Why does he look like that? My bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, B. Only one person knows who he is, and he doesn't even know that this exists, but, you know. Sorry anyway, B. I doubt that anybody's ever called him B. Just the first letter of his name. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Oh, no, he still has a streak. Okay. Surprised. Laying in bed, waiting for hours at a time. Okay, let's see. Um, why are these off center? I hate that these are always off center and I don't know how to fix them. Sure. It's still gonna be off center next time. I don't know how to center those things. Yeah, how do I center these? New sub label? Alignment? Center. Done. New cheer label. I need new follower label. Alignment center. Done. Okay. Swear to God. It's still gonna be off, but I don't know how to... Vertical alignment? No, that's the wrong thing. Do I have to change both to center? Maybe I'll try that. Sure. New sub label. Vertical alignment center. Done. Okay. Um, let's hope that stays that way. What about the new chair option? New donation label. New tip. I have a new... No, I have a new cheer label. Where is it? Why is it over there? Hold up, brum. Hold up, brum. Hold up, brum. Okay. It's nearly midnight for me. Um, again, I'm gonna wait to say anything. Fun to talk about it, but I don't know if I should take this temporary tattoo off. It's been here for 2 days. I got a bad sunburn too. Like, you can't really see it, but it's not the greatest on my arms. Not the most pleasant. I guess I'll talk about music for a tiny bit. For a bit of time. For a bit of time, I'll talk about music. So, what all has been released, and what all have I listened to since the last time? The way that thing turns back on, dude. Okay. Okay, so since last time, been listening to. I listened to Terrasite again. Very good. I've been trying to get through By Your Side by Breakbot, which, if you don't know Breakbot, he's the one that made Baby I'm Yours. I thought I had it all together, but I was led astray. Day you walked away. You were the clock that was ticking in my home. Changed my state of mind. Love so hard to find. Oh, I listened to part of this album. I didn't listen to all of it because I was moving stuff. I said, no, I don't want to listen to that right now. Why is that so loud? Oh my god, I'm sorry. But I listened to part of it, but it kind of played all the way through when I didn't have my earbuds in. Anyway, very good. I listened to Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers again. It is nothing short of a masterpiece. Every time I go back to this album, it just hits harder and harder and harder. And although I don't like the fact that it has Kodak Black on it, I think that it has it for a reason, and I feel as though it was probably recorded before Kodak was accused of the things he was accused of, and so, but every time I listen to Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, it gets better and better and better. United in Grief is such a good song. It's got such a good beat. It hits so hard with the piano and just the drops that it has. Songs like We Cry Together, again, just absolutely genius. All of the songs are so, so good. Count Me Out, of course, perfect. Same thing with Auntie Diaries. Absolutely incredible concept for a song. I'm not super surprised that it has such a low amount of listens on the album because it says a few things that a lot of people who listen to rap probably wouldn't agree with as much. Not to be that guy, and not to be like that way, not to say that nobody agrees with this song, but I'd say a lot of people don't agree with this song. And I hate that they don't, because it is a genius song. Mr. Morale, very good. And then Mother I Sober, of course, is Mother I Sober. easily one of the saddest songs I've ever heard, and it's so, so, so beautiful. It's so heartbreaking and so heart-wrenching. It's so good. Again, I'm probably gonna listen to this even more times through within the next few weeks, but it's so good. I also listened to Nocturnal Will by Dodsert. Very, very good album. I have the shirt for this album, but I didn't actually listen to it. But now that I've listened to it, it's so good. I realize why I like wearing this shirt for it. It's very, very good. I started listening to Twin Fantasy, didn't get through the whole thing, I don't think, but I gotta continue going through it. But I remember these two songs pretty well, and they're very, very good. And Beach Life and Death is 13 minutes long, so a lot there, but it's very good from just these two songs that I've heard so far. As for other albums, this is a very not well-known band at all called Layman Terms. This was a band that was actually created in my hometown. And they deserve way more love than they ever got. This album is so good. It's so good. Dude's got a great voice too. Love it. Love his voice. A lot of these are albums that I gotta listen to, that I added to my thing but haven't listened to yet. Again, Sunbather, keep on listening to that. Cannot stop listening to Deaf Heaven. Same thing with Lonely People with Power. I've been going through this, just the second half, a ton. Listen to Amethyst over again. Incredible song. And then I listened to... Did I listen to the whole thing of Death Atlas? No, I didn't listen to the whole thing. I listened to part of it, and then I added every song. Death Atlas is very good, from what I've heard. I'm not sure how to feel about it compared to albums like Terracite from Cattle Decapitation, but it's very good from what I can remember. I still gotta listen to it several more times. Oh, and this brings us to Phantom Island. Now, this was an album that I was hyping up for a while. It's, new King Gizzard album. I mean, they release so many albums a year, and generally all of them are pretty damn good. And so I was really, really excited for Phantom Island because the song Dead Stick, which was the first single they released, really caught my attention so much. It captivated me. It was upbeat, it was jazzy, it was orchestral, which was something that you had not heard from King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard ever before, and it really, really caught me. And so, it was the second song that they released. And so, I was ecstatic when this released a few days, like a week ago, around. Let me say, boy, did King Gizzard not disappoint. This album is phenomenal. It has a very heavy orchestral influence, and you kind of hear it throughout the different songs. A lot of people said that they didn't use it quite right, that they didn't use the orchestra bits quite well enough, or it seems like they kind of come in and out at some points, and could have been a little more honed in, but I think it's genius. I think this album is so good. I love it a lot. I love this album. It's so good. Guess why? Chicken pie. But it released on the 13th, and that day I listened to it immediately. Chicken poo. I feel like I'm gonna get it wrong. Nice, man. Yeah, awesome. But but anyway, this album is so good. It's so good. King Gizzard never disappoints, and they didn't this time. Another album that I listened to was Don't Tell the Dog by James Marriott, which was an interesting one that I wasn't really too sure how to feel about first going into it. Like, I wasn't sure what to expect. That's what I mean. I wasn't sure what to expect because I've never listened to James Marriott's music before. I've seen James Marriott and I knew James Marriott as the funny freaking one of the funny YouTube guys, but I didn't actually know that he made music. And then I saw that this album was releasing. I was like, "Okay, I'll give it a listen." It came out on the same day as the King Giz album. Well, I did listen to them the same day, so I guess so, but this album is very good as well. Surprisingly, it caught me off guard in the fact that James Marriott actually knows how to make relatively captivating and good pop music. Like, it's genuinely very good. Well, like pop punk almost. Um, and that's why it's the song of the day. The second song, Something's Wrong, which was um one of the singles, I believe, that released like a couple days before it happened. Before the album it happened before the album released, and we're gonna listen to it. It's just captivating. He knows how to make good music here. This is awesome. This is so funny. And this part, oh, something to cry about. Have it all. Like, it's genuinely good. It's genuinely good. I mean, he's got a great voice. He's great at harmonies. He really knows how to make great chords vocally. Um, and he's just got a great movement to it. It's got an interesting jump. It's got an interesting bounce that you don't really expect, and it's good. And that chorus is just so good. It's so easy to sing along to. If you want me, give me something to cry about. It just gets you going. It's so fun. It's so fun and it's so good. And it does feel like something's a little wrong. I mean, it doesn't have like a full, like, complete upbeat vibe at all. It feels like something's a little wrong. And I say, ha ha ha. Also, I just want to highlight in the first song. The first song is a phenomenal starter song, by the way. Should we just listen to the whole starter track? Let's do it. No, fuck it. Let's do it. That ending is absolutely incredible. It's angelic. It's beautiful. It's so full of so much vocal voices, but also emotion. Some of the best harmony ever, dude. It's such a good ending to not only a song, but also an opener to lead into an album like this. I mean, dude, I want to make harmonies like that. I want to be able to make harmonies like that. Because holy is it just soars up at the end. It's not even like a super, it's not meant to be super like, oh, you're flying up in the clouds, but it's meant to really catch you, and it's such a good ending to just an opening song. Castles by Lil Peep and Lil Tracy. Is it on Spotify? Oh, yes, it is. I'll play one. I'll play one. It's been 36 minutes. I gotta get to a few stuff, but a few things, but Toothache is a great song. Just the whole album is very surprisingly good. Plasticine is great. It's Only Love is great. This this song sounds like like a like an acid trip, and I don't know if I mean that in a good or I don't know if I mean that in a good or a bad way. I don't know how I mean that, but but it feels like maybe not an acid trip, maybe just more like a like you're just really high. But like I don't know if I mean that in a good or a bad way. I honestly don't even know. Chef with the subs crime. Subs crime. You committed fucking crimes. Arrest him. Get him out of here. 2 minutes of ads. That's tough, buddy. uh, that's funny. Are you still watching the ads? Does it still make you watch the ads even if you've subbed right now? Does it still? That would be funny. It would be funny. It would be funny if that was the case. Okay. It just like makes you watch the ads anyway. That would be so okay. Noted. Noted. If I ever see somebody subscribe, I'm gonna roll ads so that so that they have to watch a little more before I'm gonna have the roll ads button up on my fucking stream deck, dude. Just put done. Roll ads. Make them watch some more before they actually get to not watch anymore. Well, punishment. Punishment? Why would I punish? Okay, now I'm questioning my ways. Um, kind of a banger. Not sure how to feel about it. I was gonna say it kind of sounds like a SoundCloud rapper, a little bit. I guess he icon of the SoundCloud rap era that dominated. Not bad, not bad. I'll say not bad. Um, did I add any songs of the perfect songs since last time we streamed? Other than these two, no. But I did add these two. Again, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. I listened to that album again. Nothing short of a masterpiece. It's incredible. Oh my god. It's like so good. Kendrick's freaking therapy album. It's so freaking good. I don't know why I'm censoring myself. Don't. I'm not even gonna question anything anymore. Um, and I still don't understand. I mean, like, I hate that Auntie Diaries is less popular than it actually is because he makes some incredibly valid points in this song, and oh my god, I just kind of want to go on a rant about this song. I just want to go on a massive rant about this goddamn song. I really want to do it. I mean, uh, it's so good. It's 4 minutes and 41 seconds long, but it is so good. The ending is incredible too. The ending, he just drops a bombshell on you to think about. I'll shake up my plate and won't say figure out. I don't even know what he's saying, that beginning part. Should I do it? Do you want to hear a rant or... Okay, so... Do we want to go... We can go in a few different directions. Do we want to go a rant about... Do I want to go on a rant about Auntie Diaries? Because it's a great song and it's incredible and I got some things to say about it. Or should I say what that would okay? Or do we want to drop it down in a sadder direction and I explain why I haven't been streaming for 2 weeks? It's Auntie Diaries, we stay in a relatively okay direction. It's a little controversial. Or do we want to go downhill? Sadness downhill. It's kind of like a... Okay, which one? Which one? Do we want to diverge from the path or go on this one? Even if this one is a little bit bumpy. The other one is definitely a lot more bumpy, but... Which one do we want to do? Do I explain why I haven't been here for 2 weeks? Or do we rant about Auntie Diaries? To both? Nah, but which one first? Which one first? Do we want to go sad, boo-hoo, freaking, like, bring the whole goddamn mood down first? Or do we want to talk about Auntie Diaries? Flip a coin, flip a coin. Uh, shit. Why am I not able to do poll? Why am I not able to do a poll? What the hell? Oh. I did exclamation mark instead of slash. Okay. Or... Okay. Which one? Sad Why I've Been Gone or Auntie Diaries? Do we want to bring the mood down with the Why I've Been Gone, but at least have that out of the way? Or do we want to talk about Auntie Diaries and have that freaking discussion be captivating and interesting? Okay, it looks pretty cut and dry from what I'm seeing right now. Looks pretty cut and dry as to which one do you guys want. Okay. Can I end the poll? How do I end a poll early? I don't think I can. Maybe slash... / end poll. Okay. That's what it is. Okay, so you guys want to hear why I've been gone for 2 weeks. Oh my god. I don't know why I'm so fucking smiley right now. Ah, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. So why have I been gone? Auntie Diaries could technically... Okay, if I'm being completely honest, Auntie Diaries can connect to this a tiny, tiny bit. It has no... Auntie Diaries has... Okay, Auntie Diaries has no effect on what it is, but you can technically slightly connect the two things at the very, very beginning. Okay. God, I don't... Do I want to say it? Oh, I feel like it's so sad though. I feel like it's just like just freaking defeat in the beginning of the goddamn stream. Well, I mean, I guess if I say it now, we can only go uphill from here. Procrastinator final boss. Yeah, I'm the fucking I'm the the what's the... I keep saying this, but I can't remember the word. Why can't I remember it now? Stalling. I'm the king of stalling. I'm the stalling final boss. I stall, and that's all I do. Okay. So I guess if I say it now, it can only go uphill from here. It'll all be gone. It'll all be out of the way for now. Well, not personally. It won't be out of the way personally, but I'll have it. I'll have the words out there. Do I have to explain? I don't have to explain, but I feel like it's better for me personally if I explain. Oh, but it's just like it's better for me if I explain. It's better for me if I explain because I'm actually putting shit into words. I'm actually saying things. I'm actually articulating my thoughts if I say it. but I'm actually articulating my words if I say it, but I don't know if I should. Oh, because Yoru kept... Yeah, it was Yoru's fault. It was Yoru's fault that she did that. Okay, fine. I'll fucking do it. I'll do it. I'll say it. Why did I pull out my phone? I'm stalling. I pulled out my phone. I'm stalling. It's like a curse. Almost my B-day. Well, happy B-day. Happy birthday. When is it? Yeah, what's your birthday? What's your happy almost B-day? That's the... I was about to say, what's your B-day? What's your address? What's your... Nah, but happy birthday, man. Almost happy birthday. Why Azores has been gone for 2 weeks before GTA 6. June 27th. My sister's birthday is June 28th. But Heat. Happy freaking birthday, man. Happy birthday, King. Okay. So, why have I been gone for 2 weeks? Again, quick warning, this is going to go downhill real fucking quick. It's just gonna be sad. There's nothing you can do about it. There's literally nothing that anybody here can do about it. There's not a single thing that you can do about it. And so I feel like that's why it's gonna be worse. But okay. I'm just gonna say this. Oh, I'm farting like crazy. Sorry. Shit. Okay, I'm stalling even more. Well, shit is coming out. Okay. What am I doing? I've been gone from streaming for 2 weeks, and now I'm gonna explain why. So, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it probably won't be super, super bad. If I word it correctly, it won't be super bad. If I say it correctly, I just gotta articulate my words correctly. Okay, let me just quickly... Okay, I'm just gonna say it straight up, and then explain it a little more because it's not gonna make sense once I first say it. I have no friends. And I don't mean online friends. I have online friends. I realized not 2 weeks ago, even before 2 weeks ago, that I do not have currently a single friend IRL that I can talk to face and meet up with that accepts me truly for who I am. I do not have a single IRL friend who knows me. And that was devastating because as I go throughout things, I did a thing with my therapist recently where it was a strengths tester, where it was what are your five strengths? It's a very well-known test. It's the Gallup strengths tester. Gives you your top five strengths. Three of my top five strengths were in community, and the other two also complement community. So my strong suit is in community building. I am a community person. I can, with my strengths, I can bring the best out of people. I can help bring people up and be a good leader, and I can do all these things. And then I realized that I left the school that I was at. I've already established this. I'm leaving the school that I was currently at, where I had all my other friends. Were they friends? No. They didn't know who I was. The entire time I was at that school, the whole 7 years I was at that school, I had a mask on, where I acted and pretended to be a person that I wasn't. I would make jokes that I was not comfortable making, and I would do things that I knew were bad. And I just wore this mask because I needed friends. Because I didn't have any otherwise. If I were myself, I wouldn't have any friends at that place. And so, it was devastating to go into the summer and realize I don't have any friends. Let me say, I like myself. I like who I am. I like being me. I am me, and I'm accepting that, and I have accepted that, and I think I'm a good person. I like who I am. I like Isaac. Do I know anybody else that does in real life? No. Not one. I cannot think of one who truly knows who I am. And so it was crazy. It was just and so I've been going to community events the past few weeks. The past 2 weeks primarily, I've been going to community events, mainly for Pride Month, things like that, because again, I've been in my questioning phase for a bit. I'm almost set in the idea that I think I'm officially, almost nearly, it just doesn't feel quite there yet, but I think I'm bi. And so I've been trying to go to community events to get into the community more, maybe help more people, maybe get to know more people. And I've gone to two main Pride events for youth. I've gone to a Pride festival. I had driving school where there were a ton of people there. There were a couple cool people. Tried to talk to them. Did I meet a single person? No. Did I try? I really wanted to, but a little thing that I realized that I do have, that I was diagnosed with it months and months and months ago, but I didn't quite understand the diagnosis. I didn't think I had it, but now I realize that I do, and that is social anxiety. I was diagnosed with social anxiety months and months and months ago, and I didn't understand why. I felt like I was social. I felt like I could talk to people. I felt like I could do these things. I didn't feel worried about it. And then, once everything was stripped away, I realized, oh my God, going up and talking to someone face to face is one of the hardest things for me to do, period. I mean, I can talk through a camera perfectly fine. I'm articulating all my words perfectly fine right now. When's the last time I stuttered this entire conversation? I haven't. And yet, when it's face to face, and I want to walk up to somebody and be their friend, or say hi, or compliment them, or do anything to potentially begin to form a relationship, that is the hardest thing for me to do. And I realized, oh my god, I do have social anxiety. I can hold my own in a conversation, but starting a conversation is the hardest thing. And so, I have had no luck. I've been trying to make friends and have had zero luck the entire summer so far. And it's just been tough because I didn't realize it was that way. I didn't know it was that way until this summer. And so, that's why I've been gone. Because I've been, well, one, wallowing in my own shame, but also trying to spend as much time as possible making other friends, making new friends. Someone that I could freaking, like, talk to, and then we could, like, hang out. When's the last time when's the last time I hung out with somebody? I don't know. Like somebody that I truly wanted to hang out with. When's the last time I hung out with somebody who knew who I was? It's been years. Like, I don't remember the year, but it was a long, long time ago. So, so I have my online friends. That's a given. And I'm glad that I have my online friends. But there's something about having a in-person friend. Even just one person who knows who you are and who you can talk to and stuff like that, and who you can meet up with and be like, yeah, let's go somewhere. And then you go somewhere, you do something. Having that, I didn't realize how important and how freaking hard that hits in your heart, dude. And so that's why I've been gone, because I don't have friends. And I've been trying to make some, haven't had any luck. Wish me luck soon. I'm not trying to wait till I'm good at making friends. I mean, I know when I'm not good at making friends. I know that when school starts, I'm gonna make a lot of friends. I just hate having to wait that long. So wish me luck this summer soon, and hope that I I get to know people who also know me instead of just the mask that I have to wear. That's why I've been gone for 2 weeks. So I don't know if I articulated that in a way that was like, it's not super bad, or in a way that was like, oh, that just sucks. I don't know which way I did that. I wasn't listening to myself. I was just kind of speaking. So take it how you will. But that's why I've been gone for 2 weeks. And that might be why, potentially in the future, I may take more breaks, because I really need to focus on myself, and in-person relationships are one of the most important things to me right now, and I don't have any of them. So, yeah. Haven't had any luck, so let's hope that I get some soon and I meet someone freaking awesome. Someone freaking awesome, dope, and cool like that. Anyway, do we want to talk about Auntie Diaries now? Also, you like the temporary tattoo that I still have on? I was in a pride parade. It was pretty cool. I walked in the parade. It was awesome. Do we want to talk about Auntie Diaries now? Let's do it. Okay. Let's do it. Auntie Diaries. Okay. Now, this can be a controversial topic, depending on who you are. If you're not willing to talk about it, then it sucks for you. But this is specifically, Auntie Diaries is a song that is specifically discussing folks in the LGBTQ community and people's perception of them. Specifically Kendrick's perception of them and his life with people in his family who were part of that community. Specifically trans folks. So, a little background before we begin on this. Kendrick Lamar is Christian, and he grew up in a very Christian household. And a lot of the people in his family were very heavily Christian, in the sense that when in the sense that the teachings that they were taught gave the idea, and they were taught that people like, trans people or LGBTQ community and anything like that is sinful and against the words of God. This is about his perception of that, because from a young age, well, I guess I'll just play the song and just listen to the lyrics. And let me say, Kendrick is on the side of the trans people and the LGBTQ people. He is on that side. He's on their side of the argument. So just listen to the lyrics, I guess. Or read the lyrics, whatever. Now talk about it afterwards. That's the song. And it sparks so many questions. But it's such a touchy subject. So if you somehow didn't pick up on what this song is it is describing, and it's about Kendrick's journey through his life and his evolving perception of trans people in his family. Addressing the topic of his transgender relatives specifically. And it's about his evolving perspective upon that and how these people have been affected in his life. And does he agree that, the fact that he doesn't agree that they should be hated for who they are? It's very, very interesting. He talks about his auntie, who is a man now, and how he transitioned from being Kendrick's aunt to being his uncle now. And this all happened while Kendrick was in second grade. And Kendrick didn't really understand. And he asked, why do my other uncles hate this uncle of mine? And it was because his mother said, oh, it's just because they're jealous of him. I mean, their Kendrick's uncle was more successful. Kendrick's trans uncle was more successful than any of his other uncles, and so they just hated him for some reason. Which of course isn't the exact reason. There's definitely a lot more to it than that. But that's what she told him, because he was young. And again, the use of the F slur in this song, talking about how it was comedic relief when he was young, and it didn't have weight. There was no weight to his words. And they would just throw the word around like it was nothing. Like it was just a word, which comes up later in the song at the very end. But he faced, disdain from his young classmates because of his trans relative. And he tried to explain it in the only way that he could. He didn't really understand. But he explained it that she wasn't gay, she ate pussy, and that was the difference. That's the only way he could explain it, because he didn't understand it yet. But he was still defending his trans relative, even if his friends and the people that he knew and the people who taught him these things said that it was wrong. He still defended his uncle, because he knew deep down that it was wrong to hate him for that. Then he talks about how he helped him, how his uncle helped him throughout his life, how supportive his uncle was. It's interesting. And a lot of people criticize Kendrick's use of pronouns and stuff like that, and misgendering in this song, where like he says, he gave me some cash and then gave me some game right here, but then he also says, she even cut my hair at the pad, was loving my fade. He says he and then she here, referring to the same person, where obviously his uncle identified as a he, him, but he still uses she sometimes and stuff like that. And I feel like that's just to showcase his sort of splitness on the idea. He didn't quite understand it yet. Again. And even that his uncle was the first person he ever saw write a rap, and that changed his life, led him to this place where he is now. Then he talks about how his cousin Demetrius became Mary Ann, and at this point in the song, he doesn't use his cousin's pronouns correctly at all. He says he throughout the whole song instead of she, but he's still on Mary Ann's side here. He's still on Mary Ann's side, even if he's misgendering her. There's still something to be said here. There's still something to be had about what Kendrick says, because he doesn't discriminate directly or hate Mary Ann for who she is. He just doesn't quite understand it, and so he doesn't quite use it correctly. He doesn't quite understand it. But compared to the other people in his family, Kendrick is doing way better than them. But he talks about how his cousin changed his gender and now he's a woman. And that people would tell him that she was bad because of that. That she started, like receding from conversation, receding from friendships and stuff like that, and she wouldn't laugh when they would make jokes and say the F slur, because that was genuinely hurtful to her, and he didn't realize that. He didn't know because he just thought, oh, it's just a word that you can say. I don't actually mean it, so I can just say it, right? Which again comes up later at the very end of the song. But he had to be mindful of his good cousin. Knew exactly who, again he says, I knew exactly who he was, but I still loved him. It should be, I knew exactly who she was, but I still loved her. But again, he still loves him. He still loves her. And even though he's saying this, there's no doubt that he still cares for her. Even if he doesn't realize that he could potentially be hurting her by not, identifying her as what she wants to be identified as. But didn't talk for a while, wasn't comfortable around me, everything was offensive because Kendrick kept saying things like the F slur and kept making jokes with not super bad intentions, but still making these jokes, which even without bad intentions can still hurt really, really bad. And then he talks about Easter Sunday, where Mary Ann had more faith in things like Jesus and God and the Bible and stuff like that than even him. And yeah, more spiritual when these dudes were living life straight. I don't know what he means quite by that, but the pastor said that people like Mary Ann were to blame for sin and stuff like that, and actively pointed out Mary Ann about how it said, like, this was bad. They're bad. That is a terrible person. That's like a demon right there. And Kendrick wouldn't take that because, again, Kendrick still loved her as family, even if her ideas and her desires and her identity conflicted with the ideas of the church. He still loved her. And so he stood up and, against his own faith, said, should we love thy neighbor? The laws of the land or the heart? What is greater? recognize the study she was taught since birth, but that doesn't justify feelings that my cousin preserved. We should love thy neighbor. He actively calls out those who hate trans people, LGBTQ people. He actively calls them out and says that we still have to love them. Discriminating against them because of who they are, because of these things, is not justifiable. And I'm not religious, but that is a point that so many fail to see. And truthfully, it is in the Bible. It is true. You should love thy neighbor. That is one of the main points that it pushes hard. And those who violate that because of another person's identity are not justified in their actions. And so the building shunned Kendrick for saying this, but his cousin thanked him. And the day I chose humanity over religion, family got closer. It was all forgiven. And he says, I said them F-bombs, I ain't know any better. Mistakenly, I ain't think that you'd know any different. See, I was taught words was nothing more than a sound if they was ever pronounced without any intentions. They're just a sound, that's what he was taught. Their very second challenge that I was kicking reminded me about a show I did in the city. And this was a very interesting, this is a very interesting callback. So, if you don't know, there was a major controversy around Kendrick Lamar at one of his concerts when he brought a fan on stage to sing a song with him, to do the lyrics along with him. And in the moment, the songs, one of the song that was playing had the N-word in it. And I believe that the woman, she was a white woman, said the N-word along with the lyrics. And I believe she was shunned for that. And I think Kendrick even shunned her a bit for that. And so, his cousin called him out on that. Kendrick, his whole life, said the F slur and just slung it around like that. Like it was just something you could say. Because he didn't mean anything bad by it. He didn't mean bad by it. It was just a word that he said for fun, for jokes. But it's still a slur. And it hurts people. Kendrick does not have the right to say this word the way he did. He did not have the right to just sling this word around. In the same fashion that white folks aren't allowed to say the N-word. It's in the same fashion. Because if they say it, truthfully, it's harmful. It becomes harmful. And so, his cousin called him out on that, saying that you can't get mad at the white girl for saying the N-word if you're gonna say the F slur and just sling it around like that too. If you think you should be allowed to say the F slur and just sling that around, then white people should be able to say the N-word and just sling that around. And that's the contradiction. And that's one of the revelations. Is that some people say words without intention, not realizing that it truly, truly hurts people. But then they get mad at other people when that happens to them. people say words like the F slur as a joke, but it truly hurts other people. People who shouldn't be able to say the F slur sling it around as a joke without realizing that it hurts other people. And then when someone who can't say a different slur says it and it hurts the person who's slinging around the F slur, they shun whoever said the slur that hurt them, but they don't stop slinging out the F slur. And that is completely wrong. And that's such an interesting contradiction and such an interesting point that is really so fascinating. And in reality, it's common. As someone who's been getting more into the community, I hear people sling slurs around all the time, like it's some joke. And then I've heard some people who sling slurs around have a slur said to them and then they get angry about it. But they never seem to realize that the slurs that they are slinging around, like it's some joke, are hurting other people the same way that they are being hurt. Even though you may say words without evil intent, that doesn't mean that the words won't hold weight. You can say words without evil intent, but that doesn't make the words not evil, does it? You can say evil words. A not super evil person can say super evil words, and those words will still be evil. Completely terrible. No matter the person's intention. And so that's why that song is easily one of the most interesting songs that I've ever heard from Kendrick. Ever. He discusses a topic that he doesn't quite understand, but he knows is wrong. He knows that discrimination against trans people is wrong. Even if he doesn't quite understand trans people, discriminating against them is wrong. And that's something so many people are not willing to see or admit. So many people don't understand a group, don't understand some people, and so they discriminate them against them because of that. Oh, I don't understand you. It's basically, oh, I don't understand you, so I'm going to discriminate against you. I'm going to hate you for that. I'm going to hate you because I don't get it. That happens too much in society. And Kendrick, right here, is willing to realize that although he doesn't understand them, that doesn't mean that you're allowed to just hate them. Confusion is not an excuse for discrimination. Not understanding another is not an excuse for discrimination. It just isn't. And it never should be. And that's why I love the song so much. Not only is it a beautiful song, if you listen to the ending, just that incredible build-up, that the horns, the incredible fullness of this ending. Like if I just like all those things happening, all those instruments, it's so good. but also the topic. How the song goes through Kendrick's life and his lack of understanding for these people and who they are, but his heart and his soul telling him that I shouldn't hate them. Nobody should hate them for that. Nobody should hate them for who they are. They're good people. Genuinely, they are good people, and others hate them for nothing. So, that's Auntie Diaries. That's the discussion, folks. How'd you like that? How do you feel? Here's the question. How do you feel about Auntie Diaries? How do you feel about it? Because, of course, I don't like the fact that he's misgendering people in his family. But he has a realization that nobody else has. Or not nobody else has, but too many people don't have. Too many people hate other people for nothing, and because they don't understand them. But Kendrick realized that even though I don't understand these people, doesn't mean I should hate them. And that's a message that so many more people need to know, need to just hear, just understand it all. So, that's Auntie Diaries. I love that song so much. It's a perspective that I wish was seen more. Because if everybody had that perspective, we could live in relatively much more harmony than we do now. If people realize that, not understanding another person is is not an excuse for discrimination, we would be at a way better place than we are now. So, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, again, is easily... It might be my... It's between Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers and To Pimp a Butterfly for my favorite Kendrick album. Or maybe Good Kid, Mad City. Again, Kendrick I think he's the best solo artist to ever exist. But it's nothing short of one of my favorite albums, period. And I loved listening to it again. I listened to it like 3 times over in a day. Ugh. But it's got a good message. And that's just one song. That's just one of the songs on the album. Every song has its own meaning and its own deep message. And it's so good. And the whole album comes together in a very deep message that is so good. And I love it so much. If you have not listened to that album and you're into rap music, or just hip hop or anything like that, oh my god, give it a listen. Please. It's so good. Okay, should we get to Gator Game now? I think we could get to Gator Game now. Do you want to do Gator Game now? I keep looking at Yonkagor's profile like there's going to be a new song, but there isn't. Yonkagor said they had like 5 songs in the queue, so I can't wait for that. But do we want to get to Gator Game? I don't know. Yes, no, maybe so. We probably should. I mean, it's been an hour and a half and we haven't even gotten to it yet. I'm kind of in the mood for it. Okay, so we got all of the crazy stuff out of the way. We got Why I Haven't Been Here. We got Auntie Diaries. We got all that pushed out. Out of the way. Gator Game? What do you think, Chef? Gator Game? Huh. I don't think that says Gator game. Ooh, Groot. I am Groot. The hell does that mean? Ooh, Groot. Where are you? On something? Garrett. Huh? Garrett. Garrett. Okay, we'll do some Garrett. Who is that? Okay, let's do Gator game. You know, fuck it. Let's do Gator game. You know what? Garrett. That's funny. um. Okay, get ready for some more deep talk because we're about to jump headfirst into this shit. Let me just get it on the display real quick. Did the alert not play when you subbed? No, it didn't. Ah, it's fine. Oh yeah, exclamation mark GoFundMe. That's for Yoru and her dog. Is that GoFundMe still up? I think it is. I believe it is. It should be. No. Oh, I forgot. I turned down the freaking audio all the way last time. Options. Reset. There we go. Can you hear it? I don't think you can. Now you can. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, how's the GoFundMe doing, by the way? I haven't checked it in a while. Oh, 500. 530. We're on a roll, guys. We're on a roll. Thank God. Oh. Oh, Sean Mills the GOAT? Sean Mills the GOAT? Sean Mills the GOAT. He donated 200. We love Sean Mills. I still haven't pitched in my share. I need to get a bank account. I'll pitch in soon. I said I would once I get my first Twitch paycheck, which is not super far away as far as I'm aware. Let me check my analytics real quick. Okay, I'm about halfway to my first paycheck from Twitch. About halfway there. I'll be there soon. Just gotta get more subs. It's okay. Gotta get more people engaged. Come on. Okay, how can I get people engaged? Come on. How do you think that? My side hurts like frick. Am I old, dude? Ah. You see the muscles? You see the Okay. Let's play the game. Okay, so where were we? Oh yeah, we had the thingy. Oh, I forgot about this part. This part is so cute. Okay. This part is precious. Dude, this part is so cute. Okay, so we were in the part where it's winter time, obviously. I'm trying to remember what happened last time. Oh yeah, let's just play this whole scene again. You know what? Yeah, sure. Okay, it's a short day, I remember. Yeah, Damien is chattering loudly about his day so far to Olivia, who is occasionally poking Liz across the table with a toy claw hand. Poke. Liz flails her arms around to shoo away the offending poke, but never bothers to crane her neck down from the rafters. She perks up when she sees me. Yo, it's Inko. Hey, what's going on at Olive Garden today? Yeah, this stupid fucking joke. What's going on at Olive Garden today? Practice in front of the mirror and everything. Laughing so whack his noggin. And yep, meter stick falls on my head. Ah! It's just a joke, a quip! How long did it take you to come up with that one? was about 2 in the morning last night. Whack him again. Yeah, and then she, boom. Hey! Best $10 I have ever spent. Looks a little familiar, doesn't it? Yeah, it's Mia. It's meant to look like Mia. Yeah, that's what I thought when I saw it. Just like the real ones, she'll bully you for saying dumb stuff. Bite me. It's so cute. Look, it's so cute. I'm fucking fanboying now. Dude. It's freaking. It's so cute. And she's happy too. Like, look at the eyebrows perk. Eyebrows are up now. Again, I keep drawing attention to this, but just the drastic difference. Remember the first scene? I wonder, can I... do I have any pictures of the first time we saw her? Oh, I remember when she did that. When she used the ink to paint a portrait of us. She just looks annoyed. Annoyed, tired, yep. I'll go sit somewhere else. Do it. I got no friend right here. Does it again. Oh wow, and I have an actual friend that isn't addicted to makeup pheromones. That makes me so happy. Your ventriloquism needs a bit of work. Still think it's a little weird. I'll live a little. So you guys aren't eating either? It's too early. Let's eat when I get home. Wednesdays don't really try on half the days. Don't they not try normally? The difference makes itself known. I was out for like a week. I'm just gonna steal some of whatever Olivia makes later. Get your own. I'm trying to get in the freaking like thinking mood, but there's not much to think about here. There's not much to articulate about here because it's just a fun moment. Changed my mind. She has too much power. This is great. Look. Olivia reaches out to nod on Damien again. I snatch it out of thin air. Ah, no! I aim to hit it right under Olivia's snout. Bullseye. It's clamped shut. The evil is defeated. The evil is defeated. It's just fun. Look at this. Okay, look at this freaking friendship complex here. It's working. It's fun. They're genuinely having fun. Compared to before, where again, originally it was just Damien talking, basically. And occasionally Liz or Olivia would, occasionally Liz would bump in. Olivia would just kind of be there. Liz didn't really know Olivia. She judged Olivia. She didn't really understand Olivia. Damien, was Damien, and Olivia didn't really know anybody other than Damien. Now, they're all friends. Liz is just tearing through these leaves up top here, but I'm giggling like a schoolgirl. Olivia uses the chance to grab the hand back. Fine, no more claw today. She hastily stuffs the plastic toy in her backpack. After some more small talk, Damien's attention wanders towards Liz, who seems to be lost in thought. Hey Liz, what's in your head? Huh? Oh, I was just thinking about earlier today. I was talking to Principal Scalar this morning while running some errands for Stuco. She was really out of it. Out of it? Yeah, like she didn't want to be here today. I tried to pry, but she clamped up. Never seen her do that before. Principal Scalar? She's stressed. Okay. I feel like she's very clearly stressed about something, and I feel like it could be an event. I feel like it could be an event of sorts. Now, fucking kill me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it could be an event. Hey, I've hit a bullseye every single time so far. If I don't get it this time, I'll take one. I'll take one loss, but Chef has been here through it all. He knows that I am the GOAT. I'm kidding. She must have drank bad coffee or something. I don't really think that makes people sad. I'll tell you from experience, it just makes you really have to... So I got a text. Liz pulls out her phone, craning her head down to get a better look at the screen. It's from Ben. Come, having a student council meeting. Huh. Normally it's a bit more formal than that. I guess it's half a day. I guess since it's half a day and all, are they going to discuss what is going to happen with Mia, maybe? Oh well, duty calls. Sorry for having to leave early, guys. No worries, Liz. We can meet up after school. Okay, so it's urgent. So very clearly this is unplanned. It's relatively soon. So there's something happening. There's something going on here that I don't know what it is, but... And I don't know if I could really predict what it is, but... It's something. I feel like it's a little too far out to be able to predict it. It's a little too far out for me to be able to weed my way through what the hell this could be, but it's urgent, we know that. And it's sort of, kind of just right in front. It just kind of showed up. It's just a thing that just started. It wasn't planned. Unplanned meeting. Well, duty call, sorry I'm gonna leave early, guys. No worries, Liz, we can meet up after school. Sounds good. See you all later, then. In this weather? What do you guys want to do after school? I don't know. Maybe we can hang out at my place. It's too cold to get in the pool, but I'm sure we can think of something. Look over at Olivia. Who doesn't seem to have any objections to the idea, but no input of her own. Hey, look, they're planning. They remember originally they did not plan at all. When they hung out outside of school, there was no planning. Not everybody knew about who was doing what. There wasn't full communication. At the barbecue, Olivia didn't know that Inko was going to be there, and Liz didn't know that Inko was going to be there either. Inko didn't even know that it was happening originally. Inko didn't even know that school was out that day. As for the arcade, they didn't tell Olivia at all before this, before the arcade, or Inko. They just kind of were like, yeah, we're going to the arcade, come on. Now they're actually planning. They actually are figuring out something to go together. Oh, so awesome. Got any ideas, Liv? We could doodle some stuff. Like charades? Yeah, make it into a game of sorts. That sounds pretty fun, actually. You really wiped the floor with Olivia. Oh, save your breath, Nito. She's using his last fucking name? That's fire. Oh, look at the nice spot. Do it again. The expressions mean so much in this game. The expressions mean everything in this game. Not everything, but the expressions mean a lot. And so look at the expression change. I mean, okay. I do this every single time because I'm not sure what else to do. Compare this to the original Olivia. Olivia, the first time we saw her. Do you ever have a single perception of her making this face? Like a smile, it's like the kind of face someone would be like when someone says something and like, oh my god. They like put their hand on their face or something and it's just like they're smiling along with their freaking stupidness or the joke, but it's like lost cause type shit. It's like they're friends because they are friends. It's so interesting to see how much Olivia has changed in this game so far. This has just been a few months, technically. It's awesome. It's awesome. You know my stuff will own you and own you and your chicken scratch. Want to bet? Ha! That's a sucker bet. she pushes herself back. This is awesome. Look, it's like it's a great. Oh, their dynamic is so funny. All right then, Luigi has to pay for food. Deal. We shake hands and make the wager official. But Olivia Halford, please come to the office. Oh, did Mia tell? Did Mia tell? Oh no, wait. They called everybody one by one. What could this be? What the fuck? I feel like I'm an idiot. What could this be? They've been calling people one by one throughout the whole day to the office. What could this mean? What? Why? Okay, so what have we learned so far? Student council meeting. They're calling people one by one every few minutes. And that it's a half day. What could this mean? I'm trying to think. Maybe the name before, the like name that was cut off in the thing. There's a name. There were a couple names that were like cut off in the intercom static. So maybe I could weed out whose names those are. I feel like it's not worth it, but I also feel like it kind of is a little bit. Now watch. No, I do not want to overwrite my save. I'd like to load that save and go backwards. Urkel. Urkel. Urkel? Urkel. Do we know an Urkel? Someone with Urkel in their name? Ben. We know Yatacon. I don't think we know anybody with an Urkel in their name. What was that? What the fuck was that? What just happened? I broke the game. Wait. Yeah, hold up. Jerome Clarkson. Okay, it's working now again. I don't know. Maybe I'm scrolling back too quickly, but do we know a Jerome Clarkson? I don't think so. Let's see if I scroll back quickly again. Nope. Okay, it stops here. Okay. Olivia Halford, please come to the office. Thank you. The monotone voice of the intercom, combined with the strange atmosphere in the school, is starting to unnerve me. There's something happening. We all look at the Gator girl, who rolls her eyes and starts reeling away from the table and towards the exit. After she'd left, everything felt more off. Lunch came to an end and the school day was close to the same. Everything felt more off? What does he mean by this? Does he mean, like, he likes hanging out with Olivia very clearly? He obviously likes Olivia. That is the most obvious thing ever. He has a crush on Olivia, a major crush on Olivia. Is it that he just wants to hang out with her more? He doesn't really enjoy hanging out with the others nearly as much as he does with her, and without her, things feel just a little less fun, a little less engaging at all. Or maybe he's worrying about her. He could be worrying about it. It could be an itch, a grudge that something's off. I feel like it might be both. Once came to an end and the school day was close to the same. Just a couple more periods before we can hang out somewhere with all the extra free time. Is Inko gonna get called in? I look at Olivia's desk, still empty, 5 minutes into Prockling's class. I mean, yeah, she hates this class the most, but it's really become a habit at this point. Just like how it's become a habit of me to write an extra set of notes for an Olivia. I look at the two mostly blank pages in front of me. Like with our other teachers, I notice something's off with Miss Prockling. Barely says anything, instead just asking us to read the chapter on the Great War. I do just as asked, and 5 pages in, I can say without a shadow of a doubt that it is the stupidest reason for a world war to break out. A bunch of European countries unhappy with being ruled by a bunch of other European empires deciding to revolt, dragging all their allies into the quagmire. I'm really struggling to make sense of the information, made worse with how outdated the textbooks are. I'm so confused with Inko's description of history right here. Anyway, I feel like there's a big announcement that's going to be made. Something big is going to happen. An event of sorts. It's got to be an event. What else could it be? What else could be? I mean, they seem... Okay, so the teachers don't seem worried. They just seem off. There's an announcement of sorts that's going to happen, obviously. There's going to be something that's going to be said. The students are going to know why they're off. But why is the question? Big student event? I don't know. Seriously, they're written so bad it ought to be a crime. It oozes pro-Gilded Age corporatism. The kind that genuinely believed that anything bigger than a gathering of 10 people was a form of unionism. Yeah. With a sign, I busy myself with taking notes for myself and Olivia. As I do, my eyes continue to wander the classroom. Everyone looks just as disinterested in the subject matter. I look over to Brockling, and she herself doesn't seem interested in the subject matter as well. In fact, she's just kind of staring off into space. What's the fucking reason? Okay, so they're all freaking staring off into space. What? Highly unusual considering how much emphasis she puts on proper class focus. Yet there she is, spacing out like she's no better than the teenagers she's teaching on the daily. It might, but I thought that was already said and done. I'm almost tempted to raise my hand and ask her a question to snap her back to reality when the room's speaker comes to life. But incognito. So his middle name is G. That's right, I forgot about that. Please report to the office. Incognito, please report to the office. It can't be the shit with the painting. Could it be? I felt like that already came and went, because we were talking about it with Liz, right? Incognito. Incognito. Thank you. Look up to Miss Brockling. I got called, but she's still the arbiter of who leaves her class and when. She doesn't meet my eyes at all. All teachers seem deep in thought. There's got to be something. I doubt that it would be... It might be... I mean, what could they be thinking about? I feel like it wouldn't be about the painting. I don't think they cared that much. Why would all these people be... I mean, it could be. It could be. You might be right. I swear to God if you're right. If anything, it looks like she's actively trying to avoid eye contact. I pack my things and shuffle out of the classroom. All the while, the stares and murmurs from the other students grow ever more intense. It might be, actually. My mind immediately begins to wander. Why am I being summoned to the office? Sure are calling up a lot of people. Maybe it's related to 2 weeks ago? It might be. You know what? I might give the nod to you, Chef. I might give the nod to you. You might have hit it. I thought that was said and done already. I don't know. I felt like... I think it could be the only reasonable reason. I felt like that kind of came and went so quickly that they just left it behind. Because they talked about it with Liz a little bit. And the ordering the new cabinet and stuff like that. And so I was like, oh, did the school just move on from it? I was like, did the school just move on from it? I mean, they're already ordering a new cabinet. I mean, Liz is pretty fine talking about it. She's just complaining about having to clean up the class. So what's the problem? That was 2 weeks ago. Do they just not care? That's what I thought. I guess I thought wrong. The only thing keeping me company on my march to the principal's office is the sound of rubber soles on tile. They must spend a fortune on polishing these floors. It's not long before I notice another pair of footsteps coming from somewhere ahead of me. I squint my eyes, quickly recognizing the figure that approaches. It's Ben. Guess the student council wrapped up their meeting, though there's no sign of Liz anywhere. As the parasaur makes his way closer, I notice he has a complicated expression on his face. Kind of like worry, but more so stress instead of worry. Hey Ben, what's going on? He was lost in thought. as well. He flinches as I call his name. He looks around like a lost child before he spots me. We make eye contact for a few seconds. He doesn't say anything. Everything alright, dude? Clearly not. What the fuck is happening? Suddenly he turns away and continues down the hall. A sickening feeling takes hold of my chest. I swear to God, if this leads to like Mr. Yatacon getting fired, I'm gonna jump off a cliff. I almost try to speak up and stop him, but I can't think of anything to say. With Liz, or with Mia? It could be something with Mia, but they already detained her and everything. That was weeks and weeks ago. That was like months ago. I guess I better get going. So Ben doesn't want to talk. Ben is very clearly caught on something and doesn't want to talk. I feel like Mr. Yatacon is going to get fired. And so, aww. I swear to God, after another minute of walking, I reach the door of the principal's office and find it wide open. Come in. Step into the office and close the door behind me, following the source of a deep voice. Oh! Oh! Is this regarding the student? Oh! This could be regarding the student thing that when Olivia said the thing to him. Forgot about that completely. It could just be that. It could just be that. I forgot about that shit. I forgot Okay, I let my guard down that moment. It could just be about that. I swear to God if it's just about that. Fairly standard for an office. Yeah, he doesn't even fit. Fairly standard for an office. Long wooden desk, a filing cabinet, a few potted plants, a couple of shelves for storing all sorts of things. However, on closer inspection, I noticed things look a little more disheveled than I expected. Manila folders are strewn across the desk. One of the filing cabinet drawers hangs open. Potted plants are either overwatered or wilting. Is this really Scalar's office? Mr. Nito. My attention is suddenly pulled away towards the hulking figure sitting behind the desk. I can only imagine what that office chair is going through right now. Sir? Is everything alright? Have a seat, please. He seems serious. Very serious. He motions to a small plastic chair on my side of the desk. How have you been, Inko? Dude, he is so huge. He looks angry, serious. Is this gonna end in like the school having major problems? This music is like eerie and ominous. I oblige his request, taking a seat and trying to suppress my anxiety. I think I'm doing well. Nods to himself, holding his eyes closed. He's got some news. It's good to hear. Never mind. Maybe. Whale looks down at an open folder on his desk, taking a moment to look over some kind of document. I have news for you regarding your instructor for AP art design and photography. I fucking called it. I fucking called it. Or maybe he died. You mean Mr. Yatacon? Yes, Mr. Yatacon. A fine teacher. If student surveys are anything to go by, he spoke quite highly of you. Did you have a strong relationship with him? Did he fucking die? Yeah, I think so. Did something happen? My heart drops as Ferris's brow lowers ever so slightly. Suddenly his tone completely shifts into one more clinical. No! No! No, you can't do that! You can't do that! No, you can't do that! You can't do this shit to me! You cannot do this shit to me. You cannot fucking do this to me. Dude, what? What? He can't die. No. The best guy. The best fucking character. The best person. One of the best examples for a person you can find in a game, and he's just... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. What? You can't do this. Why the best one? Why do the best people always have to die, dude? Oh my god. No. Why the best? He's one of the best examples of a good person. He's one of the best examples of a good person, a genuinely good person. A genuinely good person. I used Mr. Yotacon as a framework for... We talked about how many good things he did, about why he was so good, about who he was, about how he showed care, about how he talked, about how he went throughout his life. Maybe he was all like that because he realized he had something to lose. Because he realized that he wanted to leave a good impression upon the world. Because he knew that he was gonna die. Oh my god. Maybe this was all part of his plan. Maybe one of the reasons he wanted to get me and Olivia together is because he knew that he wouldn't be able to be there for Olivia. Maybe the reason he did something so crazy, like destroying the painting, was because he knew that it was like now or never. Maybe he tried so hard with Olivia because he saw that she could be so much more than she let on. And he had a limited amount of time to help that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Over the last 2 years, Mr. Yatakan has been suffering from a rare form of chondrosarcoma. Chondrosarcoma that originated in his vertebrae. His tone is heavy. I don't quite know what ailment he just named. Like he should spit on the doctors responsible for discovering it. But the practiced movements and worn-out features are undeniable. He's by no means a fragile man, but the tiredness he tries to hide is barely concealed. Every student he's broken the news to has taken something more from him. Tensing himself slightly to be as tactful as he can, the attempted reverence is lost as he recited scripted lines just a few too many times already. Can't muster much more than this flat citation. This analysis means nothing. I'm just distracting myself from the reality of the situation, as though prolonging a confirmation will keep it from happening. Mr. Ferris notices my subtle confusion and clarifies, like he must have done a few dozen times already. Bone cancer. Mr. Yatakan was well advised by the medical professionals about the treatment options available to him, and the district offered him a generous medical leave in recognition of his tenure here at St. Hammond. He turned both of these down. God. Oh my God, dude. The cacophony of thoughts swirling in my head makes it nearly impossible to think. Impossible to focus on anything. Right now, all I can do is revel in it. Time passes. I'm not sure how much, but I still can't get a grip on my own mind. Ferris is calmly waiting for me to say something, but I can tell he's becoming uncomfortable. There's only one thing I can muster the will to ask. Why? Whale grimaces. I wish I had an answer. His inflection tells of his own questioning thoughts. The exchange seems to give Ferris the energy to continue, however. On Sunday, Mr. Yatakan was hospitalized due to complications with his illness. He passed away the following morning. Olivia was called here before me. Counseling will be available for you and anybody else affected. Sorry, do you know where Olivia went? No, she didn't say. I'd like to go now, Mr. Ferris. Yes, feel free. I stand up from the plastic chair, pushing it closer to the principal's desk. Offering one last nod to the superintendent, I let myself out of the office. As soon as the door clicks shut, I start running. You know, I wasn't expecting to cry today, let alone at this game, but holy. This reminds me of something. A couple things. Personal experiences. I've had things like this happen before. I think a lot of people have. Recently, with one of my teachers, before I left my current school, he was diagnosed with cancer and had to leave the school, and he was hospitalized. I don't know his condition now, but we had to talk about that. It wasn't quite like this, but I remember when one of our fellow students died. We had a similar thing. It was very tough. But oftentimes, those best people unfortunately get taken from us. It's tough to realize that a lot of those who truly realize what life is often know that they're on their final walk. It hurts to know that Iadakon, such a good person, teacher, role model, appreciated life so much, knew what it could hold, what it could offer, all that it was, because he knew he wouldn't have it anymore. And so with his final 2, 3, 4 years, he tried to give whatever life he could to everybody else. I don't really know what else to say. I just hate that it has to happen. I hate that even though it's just a game, it feels so real. And they break this news to everybody one by one. The reason it's a half day is because they don't want people to have to work after knowing this. They know how much Iadakon meant to every single person at this school. To the teachers, to the students, to everybody he knew, he had a positive effect. And even Mr. Ferris, who didn't know Iadakon, slowly begins to break, hurt as he has to break the news to so many people that the one who didn't deserve it got dealt the bad hand. But the one person who gave everybody hope, who gave everybody something good, is no longer there. And now all that we can think about in this moment is Olivia. Olivia, Yatacon was more than anything. Yatacon was the only one who saw her in her lowest moment. And so, for someone like Olivia, you can't even begin to imagine what it's like for her to lose the one person who ever helped, who saved her life. Now, they can never speak again. They can never see each other again. She can no longer know the person who saved her. I can't begin to imagine how she must feel. And Inko hasn't addressed his own emotions yet. Inko can be there to care for her. And he's gonna feel a lot of emotions and pain from this loss. But just for now, he has to hold himself together. He can't break just yet, because he needs to be there for Olivia. And so, despite the death of this amazing man, he has to push his emotions to the side and make sure that when Olivia breaks, he can be there for her, where Yatacon can't anymore. And so, he lets himself out of the office, and as soon as the door clicks shut, he starts running. Shit, where would she go? The studio room, maybe? It's the best lead I have. I saw all those gym classes. I'll have no trouble getting there quickly. My new destination takes me up the main staircase of the school and onto the second floor. It's not long before I'm starting down the hallway of Mr. Yatacon's classroom. I breathe a sigh of relief as I spot Olivia sat in front of the door. God, what do I even say to her? My thoughts come crashing to a halt as I see another dinosaur behind her gesturing manically. Ben? From an outsider's view, it looks like Ben is trying to talk her into something. But there's such a stark contrast between their moods. I suppose Ben is mourning too, but maybe he's just handling it differently? That's the plan I have in mind. What do you think of it? Olivia? Yeah, okay. What is Ben doing? What does he think he's doing? He has a plan of sorts, maybe to break this to the whole school, to do something, maybe for him, but what if Olivia doesn't want to do this? She is in her lowest moment, which causes a person to make decisions that they may regret. And he's just using that. Exactly. Olivia's reply came off weak and unfocused, like she wasn't talking to Ben at all. Can I count on you to be a part of it? Sure. Don't... Oh my god. I remain obscured from you. This doesn't seem like a conversation I should intrude on. I'll just catch up to Olivia after. Honestly, I'm surprised Ben is talking to her. No. Maybe that Olivia is listening to Ben? Those differences are being put aside. For once, our priorities are aligned. I had the thought to come find Olivia too. I wonder. Yatacon was a mentor to each of us. Like, he'd always be around to help us, but now, all the little things that make you anxious or aggravated are gone in an instant. And all that's left is reality. Why bother with this dramatic garbage? If now is not the time to be brought together, then when? I'm thinking too much. My hands are shivering. Something in my heart threatens to fall apart. But not now. Her voice was too quiet for me to hear, but whatever she said wasn't what Ben wanted to hear. Olivia, I need to know that you're with me on this. Yeah. Olivia. Ben kneels right next to Olivia's chair, putting the two at eye level, as she keeps hers averted to the side. I need to know that you're in on this fully. There's a strange panic in the Parasaur's voice. Please, Olivia. For him. Finally. After what felt like a few minutes, despite it only being 4 or 5 seconds, Olivia looks back at Ben's face and gives him a meek nod. I'm going to take that as a yes, then. Gator Girl leaves no other reply to Ben's words. The only sign that his words had registered in her mind were her hands suddenly, yet gently shaking, all while her claws dug ever deeper into her wheelchair's armrests. Her bulwark broke at last. Seeing the droplets from her eyes drives a searing pain through my chest. My instincts drove me forward beyond my common sense. I grip the blue boy's shoulder and pull him up. Ben! The Parasaur's eyes snap up towards me. He makes eye contact with me, a depressive expression encoding his face. Inko, what are you doing here? I wanted to see Olivia. Olivia's silver eyes finally lift, and the pain reflected in them threatens to shatter my aching heart. And looks back to see those mournful eyes too. His reaction seems the opposite to mine as a smile draws across his face. Inko, hear me out. I'm trying to organize a eulogy for Yatacon. Say our goodbyes to him. He deserves it, at least. Olivia, me, and you. He helped us, each of us, so much, and... While the Parasaur rambles on, I turn my attention solely on Olivia. I push past Ben and take a knee next to Olivia, now eye level with her. Ben finally stops talking. I can feel his stare boring into the back of my head. He wants an answer for whatever he was just talking about. A eulogy for Mr. Yatakan. It's so surreal to think about that. To think that I spoke to him only yesterday, and today he's just gone. A eulogy. Yeah, it's the least we could do for Yatakan. As his pupils, he deserves so much more, though. So much. Right? Yeah, Olivia's probably feeling what I'm feeling right now. This fight between reality and emotions. Yatakan's gone. I'm still trying to process it. Trying to accept the fact that I'll never see him again, or listen to him again, or get advice from him again. Never get to impress him, show him how much I've improved because of his lessons. I don't think I'm ready to accept the fact that he's gone. Ben clears his throat, snapping me from my stupor and back to our current reality. Sorry to be so pushy, but I need to know if you and Olivia are in or not. Ben turns to look at Olivia as he says those words. Olivia, meanwhile, continues to stare absent-mindedly at the wall, almost as if Ben's words were not emanating from right next to her, but a few dozen miles away instead. Ben, I don't think. Suddenly, I feel a cool, scaled hand fall on top of my own. I plead. No. I turn to look into Olivia's pain-stricken eyes. They gaze deeply into mine, pleading, begging to make the pain vanish. I don't quite know what I should do. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I'm ready for this. I don't even know if I'm ready to say goodbye to Mr. Yatakan. Ben has the right idea. We should all say goodbye together. We're not ready to say goodbye. Each person has their own way of mourning. Some people get things like the eulogy and everything done quickly. They get a coffin, get a funeral done, and then say goodbye. And that comes to get them later. Some people never stop mourning. And truthfully, losses like this live with you forever. I'm speaking from personal experience. Major losses never leave you. You can always have a memory, a perception of whoever it is, but it never quite heals. Scars never quite disappear. And every wound bleeds. Every cut bleeds. I don't think we can just move on. I don't think that's something that you can do. Mr. Yatakan wasn't just a memory. Mr. Yatakan wasn't just a teacher. And Mr. Yatakan wasn't just somebody to be honored. Mr. Yatakan was so much more than any of that. And so much more than anyone could ever honor. And rushing it certainly won't help. I'm not ready to say goodbye. I don't think Olivia or Inko are either. Can you give us some time, Ben? The student council president's taken aback by my words. But Olivia, his frustration with us seems to grow with each second. Ben, look, No! I turned fully to Ben with my hands raised defensively. Ben, listen, we need to do this for Yatakan, for everyone that cared about him, for us. So why won't you help me? I want to, Ben. Really. Can't you see that what you're asking for is way too soon? Damn it, we just found out. His breathing is haggard now, his composure completely blown, and his own pain is painted across his face as he allows his glasses to slide away from his puffy red eyes. Just, Ben, her voice is so soft and gentle. Her head turns back to me, her own pain still in her eyes, but also sympathy too. She looks forward, and her words are more resolute. Ben, I understand. The Parasaur boy's breathing hitches. You're right. We should do this, and I will. I promise I will, but it's too soon. We all need time. But he clenches his teeth, followed by his fists. He takes a sharp, uneven breath as his glasses sliding off his face and right onto the floor. He's so agitated, so exasperated and devastated that he doesn't seem to care. My free hand finds itself on my other friend's shoulder, forming a full link between us. Olivia reaches down, picks up the prescription glasses, using her sleeve to smudge them cleanish. Ben struggles, his already broken composure fracturing further. His hands shake as he accepts the offered eyewear from Olivia, having great difficulty setting them back on straight. When he can finally look up from the floor, his eyes are even more raw with fresh pain. You promise? Olivia nods at the quivering question, her own lips starting to shake as well. Yes, but for now, we... Ben finally gets it, as his emotional dam is near bursting. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. And walks up to me and pats me on the shoulder. A final solemn look at Olivia and a nod towards me. He walks out of the classroom and leaves Olivia and I alone. As the door clicks closed behind me, I hear Olivia take a sharp and shuddery breath before turning to look at me. Her eyes are glossy and puffy on the edges. Trails of tears stain down her cheek. Her expression is of someone who doesn't want to believe that it's true, but knows deep down that it is. As I look at her, I feel my emotions come back twice as hard. No, I need to be strong for her sake, damn it. Olivia, I try to find the proper words to say something to her. Anything that could give her a sense of comfort to ease her pain. But I feel my throat begin to tighten, like someone's hand is around my neck. I don't even notice that I'm crying until my vision becomes blurred with tears. Without thinking, I wrap my arms around the baryonyx and pull her into a hug. Olivia seems shocked at first, frozen by my sudden reaction. But then I feel a pair of arms wrap around me, and hands clutching my jacket. Olivia begins to softly sob into my shoulder. I feel my own resolve break down as I hear the increasing pain in her cries. When we're like this, I can't even pretend to be stronger one anymore. Maybe I could bear the pain of a Yatacon, but seeing Olivia like this, I hold on tighter. I don't want to let her go. Suddenly, she mumbled something into my shoulder. What was that? We pull apart and I look over Olivia. Her sunken face is covered in splotches, trails of wet and dry tears. She's hyperventilating. She looks like an absolute mess right now. Despite this, her eyes are fierce and lively as they meet mine. I need to do something. Right now? She doesn't respond, hurriedly rolling down the hall towards the elevator. Where is she? The fountain. The only place she could be going. I step forward to follow her, but stop. No matter how I try, I can't continue. This is Olivia's promise, not mine. I have no right to intrude into it like that. My hesitancy robbed me of any choice in the matter. She went alone. For weeks after that painting was destroyed, she was so excited to do nothing but paint a fountain and show that picture to Mr. Yatacon. She's going to paint the fountain now. I'm a fucking idiot. Alone? In this freezing weather? While she's going through this? What the hell was I thinking? I start my silent march through the halls, out the building, to the frozen wilderness. That's that's the hardest I've ever cried at a video game before. I don't know what to say. I don't know if there is anything to say. It just Hold on. It's cold out. Freshly starting to snow. The world just feels so much smaller, muted, and colorless. Now's not the time. I must find Olivia. There's thin, tired tracks in the thinly laid snow, thinly laid on the snow, pathing out down the sidewalk. I follow them. The path is serene. The falling flecks of white make it feel like one of Olivia's landscapes. The fountain must be just around the corner. Oh God. I should have gone with her, of course. The fountain is only accessible with stairs. The steps are tall and coated with a thin layer of ice. It's a death trap. Something rolls down and bumps my shoe. It's one of Olivia's handles. My face flashes with heat, and my blood runs cold. Oh my God, I can't lose two people in one day. Please! I will myself to look up. 8 steps up. Olivia's wheelchair is toppled over on its back. Seat rippled, wheels spread. It's unrecoverable. Olivia is 2 steps further, halfway onto the next ledge. Her arm reaches up for the next one. Olivia! Olivia stops and slowly turns back. It's a look of shock and humiliation at being seen like this. She turns back and starts pulling herself up to the next step. Damn it, Olivia. Take a step up and catch myself. It's a wonder she's got even this far. But I find my balance and start marching up towards her. Her arm slips on the ledge and she falls back. I caught her in my arms from behind. I didn't make it. She looks up at me. Eyes still filled with tears. I carefully set her down on one of the steps. She hides her face in her palms. I failed at Yatacon. She chokes back a sob. Stupid fuck up. Fucking chair. Then continues to weep. I sit there and stare for a moment, trying to figure out what to do. I really haven't ever been in a situation like this. Poor girl is shaking. Whether it's from the cold or her situation, I don't know. Instinctively, I wrap my arm around her and pull her close to me. Olivia shifts her body accordingly, and we end up in a brace. Her sobbing calms down to just occasional hiccups, and her body is no longer sapping the heat from me either. I'm sorry, Anko. Sorry for what? Everything? Being an asshole, being a failure, making you waste your time on me? I'm just awful. Don't say that. I love you. That's what I wanted to say. Now's not the time. I'm your friend. You know that. I'm here for you in the same way you're here for me. Olivia breaks away from our hug. Her face is tear-stained. But she isn't crying anymore. She's looking down at her wheelchair. Do you have a spare at home? No. I stand up, look up the stairs towards the fountain, then back at Olivia. I can call Liz if you want. She can come pick us up after we're done. You can worry about your chair then. You're not a failure, Olivia. We're getting you to that fountain. I reached my hand down towards her. Olivia's confusion erodes into a soft smile as she stares at my hand, and then back to me. Lower, let me grab your shoulder. I've done this a few times before. I lean in closer, and Olivia pivots best as she can. Once more, she uses her tail as an anchor in place of her legs. It's holding her up pretty well. Never considered it, but that tail must be pretty muscular. Let's go. I want to make Icon proud. I climb up to the next step, planting my foot on solid ground. Olivia waits for me to stop, before quickly moving her tail up to the next step as well. No. Sort of like we're each one leg. Simple enough. It wouldn't be wrong. It only occurs to me how close we are right now. By close, I mean practically cradling Olivia against my side. Up another step. Eventually, we finally make it to the top. I managed to shuffle to the fountain. You can just put me down right here. Alright. Oh my god. Oh, I gently lower Olivia down and place her on the lip of the fountain. There's just enough space for her to sit along the edge, with one leg resting on top and the other just hanging off. She looks into the still water complexion. My eyes follow hers, focusing on the coins that are settled on the bottom of the fountain, though hard to see through the opaque ice. I've stuffed my hands in my pockets for warmth, feeling the skid of my knuckles already starting to split already. My fingers trace over the quarters I'd usually use on our lunchtime drinks. Achoo! The powerful sneeze draws me away from my meandering thoughts to see the gator girl quiver on the cold concrete seat. Damn it. Her jaws clenched tight, baring her sharp teeth to the world. Her nostrils flare with each of her breaths, the hot air creating a puff of visible mist. And her eyes are filled to the brim with a fiery rage and salty tears. I want to break the silence between us. Ask for her thoughts. She's deep within them, though, raging within her own mind. Finally, having the moment to process everything that's happened. In the end, it's Olivia that breaks the silence. The single, quiet, disdain-filled curse. Damn it. Her eyes shut, keeping her tears from falling. Damn it. A hiss seeps through her lips. I made it. I finally made it, but the thought goes unfinished. She lets her shoulders down and turns her gaze away from the spouting water. She doesn't know why she still feels bad. Listlessly gazing toward the obscured afternoon sun that is just managing to peek through the clouds and snow-covered trees. Maybe she's imagining that's where he is now. But what now? I withdraw my hand from my pocket, holding it open for her to see pocket change in my palm. What timing. Scanning over the water feature before us. I think back to all the times I wanted to do just this with someone else. Oh my god. How about we make a wish? Olivia's brow furrows as she glances off to the side. Her fingers grip her hoodie as I watch as she considers my suggestion thoroughly. Sure. A wish sounds nice right now. I motion her forward. The Gator Girl holds her hand out to me, and I drop a quarter into her palm. On 3? I nod in reply. 1, 2, 3. I wish for our twin coins flip in the air together. I watch as the coins spin skyward, crashing through the falling snowflakes. At their apex, the coins seem to pause, just to briefly touch one another. And with a synchronized plop, both of our quarters hit the water together. Leaning forward, I see that the coins even landed on the same side. Heads. Wonder if that'll double our chances of making our wishes come true or something. Let out a huff in amusement from Olivia's comment. But the more I think about it, the more I hope it does. We stay there, looking at the fountain together in silence. For a moment, it feels as though time has stopped around us. It's just me and Olivia experiencing the moment together. It almost makes me forget what had just transpired, what we were dealing with, what kind of future the two of us were looking at. For this moment, though, none of those dreadful thoughts mattered. What matters right now is finding a small bit of peace, of solace. And he's right. A little bit of calm for the storm that was inevitably coming. A harsh wind chill finally brings Olivia and I out of our thoughts. Hey, I'm sorry for being super distant earlier. You don't have to apologize for that, Olivia. Everyone goes through these sorts of things differently. I know, but I just feel bad. I know I'm not the only one who's sad that Ayataka is gone, but her pause makes me stop and turn around to face her. I can see it in her face as she's trying to form the right words. Yatakan was the first person who I felt was a role model for me. He didn't just believe in me, he made me believe in myself. Not just for my art, but being able to succeed in general. I knew that Yatakan meant a lot to her, but I never realized he meant that much to her. He did. Where no one else was there, he was. More than anything, he actually cared about me, about my thoughts, and my dreams. I felt... Olivia's lips tremble as she struggles to voice the thought. Normal. God, I probably sound stupid saying that. Shake my head in disagreement. You don't. Mr. Yatakan was important to me as well. It's okay, Olivia. I know how you feel. He gave me some of the best advice I'd ever gotten from anyone. And encouraged me to follow my dreams, like you. I wish I had met him sooner. There's a moment of silence between us, the air filled with a mix of sympathetic emotions. A shared sadness for the passing of someone who made an impact in both of our lives, but a sense of thankfulness that he graced our lives. Guess we both got our issues, huh? Yeah, I guess so. A fresh breeze of icy air sends a shudder down my spine. So, what should we do now? I pat off the growing pile of shoulders. I pat off the growing pile of snow off of my shoulders and head. Growing pile of shoulders. Let's see. I look at my phone. School's ending in 10 minutes. Do you want to just chill here until then? No pun intended. Sure. I look around, noticing a tiny bench for two nestled against a tree. The gator girl must have noticed, as she's already holding her arms out for me. I recall something. A certain pair of raptors. I feel like I'm missing something. Nah. I'll figure it out later. I kneel down, facing away from Olivia. I can feel the icy flakes melt off of me as Olivia leans against me again. Her powerful arms wrap around my shoulders, clawed fingers digging into my jacket. My fingers lock together to form a makeshift seat for her behind me. With my passenger secured, I make a beeline for the bench, lest I get caught up in what I feel pressing into my back. Dude is... Oh my god. She lets herself drop onto the bench, uncaring for her landing. Taking a page from the book of Olivia, I also drop uncaringly next to her, just glad to have some shelter from the increasing snowfall. So here we are. Mission accomplished for Olivia. Now what? I just want to sit here for a moment, dude. Anybody else wish they were Inko? Or at least were a part of this freaking story? Freaking side character? I don't care. I don't care, I wish I was in here. You know what I mean? I wish I could watch this shit go down. I mean, we all wish that we could have an experience like this. A connection with somebody like this. It's just a matter of time. But, like, to watch it go down is so beautiful. To watch it happen is so, so beautiful, dude. This music is beautiful, too. Turn it up. Oh. Oh, I wish I could be in a story like this, dude. Ah. If only. My curiosity compels me to ask Olivia something. If you don't mind me asking... Oh, I like how his head turns. If you don't mind me asking, what you wish for? I don't think you can tell someone what you wish for, or else it won't come true. The superstitious side of myself says that she has a fair point, so I decided to not push her any further on it. Just curious is all. We continue relaxing at the comfortable silence. I mean, I don't mind telling you if you tell me yours. Oh. Fucking smile, dude. Oh. I guess that's only fair. What I wish for just now? It's hard to put into words. It's not something specific, rather a feeling that I keep coming back to. Back before I came to this school, I would have wished for more friends, or a successful future, or to take back something embarrassing from the past. But now that I think about it, he wishes for Olivia. I didn't need to make a wish. I'm gonna start crying again. That's too vague. I know, but I don't know how else to put it. Come on, at least try. Oh, my best memories from the past few months. This? Being outside in the freezing cold? No, not that. What do you mean then? Say it! Just say it. I struggle to find the words without making myself sound stupid. You know. We've hung out a lot together, but it's not often that it's just the two of us. Oh, I wish. Just us? Yeah, that doesn't happen a lot. I wish it was like that more often. Oh! Oh! Oh, my heart, dude! The Baryonyx's eyes go wide. Shoot, maybe that came across too weird. I mean, I just want to get closer to you, you know? We'll watch the beginnings of a blush form across Olivia's cheeks. Wait. I don't mean it like that. I want to get to know you better. She glances away, laughing nervously as her tone changes drastically. Ha! Yeah, I understand. Totally. Oh, no, just say you love her, and she'll say she loves you back, dude. Come on. Oh, he feels like he's embarrassing. He feels like he's weirding her out. He feels like he's weirding her out, and she is gonna grow more distant, and she might grow more. Oh, dude. Coral, you've missed out on the biggest roller coaster of emotions I've ever been through. Coral missed it all. Let me just say, in these 3 hours, so many tears fell. And now, my heart is fluttering, dude. I feel like that's a lie. I feel like that's a lie. I feel like you did. You didn't type for quite a while there. I cried. A lot. It's the most I've cried at a video game before. By far. It's the most I've cried at a video game. And that is partially for a reason. It did hit really close to home, personally. It hit really close to home for me. But it was just so much. And it happened so suddenly, which is how it happens. I know what you mean. You just sit. There isn't much emotion. Yeah, give something a hug. I can't. I don't have anybody to give a hug right now, but you know what I wish? I wish I could be here to hug this gator. But we all wish we were Inca. This story is so incredible. Not quite. They're getting close. I can feel it. I breathe a sigh of relief. You want to know what I wished for? If you don't want to share, you don't have to. No, I asked for yours. It's only right. Ahem. I wished to know what I want to wish for. I glance across the bench towards her. I can't make sense of anything right now. I want today to be over, frozen, and to never have happened all at once. I want Iacon back, but I don't want to just replace him with someone else. It's too late to start all over again. She stops to wipe her eyes, but they are already dry. All I ever wanted was to be someone he would be proud of, but it just feels impossible. She looks away. I ended up picking something lame, sorry. What's that? Livy's still looking away, so while I can hear her hesitation, I can't tell what she's thinking. I threw that coin. Out of everything racing in my mind, the one thought that stuck out the most was just... She chews her lips in contemplation for a moment. When she finally continues, her voice is a soft whisper. I want somebody I can trust. She has him. She has somebody she can trust. Dude, I'm gonna cry again. I'm gonna cry again. I feel my face heat up from her words and her tone. Even with her head turned, I notice a red flush creeping over Olivia's face, too. I instinctively jerk my head in the other direction. Shoot, what do I do now? We're both sitting motionless, neither daring to say another word. If I listen closely, I feel like I can hear her heartbeat from here. This reminded me of the ending from Puss in Boots: The Last Wish for some reason. I don't remember how that movie ended. Wasn't it like the 9 lives thing where... Yeah, okay, I remember how it ended. Why? Oh my god. She could probably hear mine as well. I don't even notice the cold anymore. Maybe we can just stay like this for a few weeks. No, don't be ridiculous. You need to tell her how you feel. Please. I'm gonna cry again, dude. I'm not gonna cry again, but I wish this freaking everybody wishes this freaking happens to them. I'm not alone in this. That's what she was gonna use the wish on, but Puss in Boots, yeah. I remember that. I remember that. I clear my throat, searching for words that wouldn't come. She just said she, quote, wanted somebody to trust. I mean, you can trust me. Oh, tough. I hear shuffling from Olivia. Damn it. I can't work up the nerve to turn my head towards her. My neck feels like a rusted hinge as I try to disobey my body and look at her through my periphery. You trust me? Despite my words, she nods her head vigorously, the blush growing dangerously bright. Well, I shift my body towards her on the bench. I trust you too. Suddenly, she shakes her head a bit to bring herself back to reality. Look. Maybe I can be honest with you then. I'm so happy right now. Yes. You're silly. You're ridiculous. Maybe a little over-optimistic. You're thoughtful and adventurous, and you're so willing to just take me with you. You don't treat me any differently for this stupid thing. She lightly hits the armrest of the bench. I guess I stopped noticing it at some point. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously. You're like, so many words dance on the tip of my tongue. Like, my mouth and my brain are at a standstill. One wanting to just blurt whatever, while the other keeps it all in and disseminates in a thoughtful manner. What comes out is... Wargall! Wargall! Let me guess, beautiful? A furious snort rips from the gator girl's nose, followed by peals of laughter. Out of embarrassed shame, I cover my face with my hands. What was that? I curse my nerves as I tried to protest her continued guttural guffaws. Come on, Olivia. I'm really trying. The snowflakes that had managed to still land on me melt away with the extreme heat radiating from my whole head. Olivia acquiesces, though, drawing back to just a very smug grin. Okay, take two and go. My head's temperature finally drops from core of the sun to a more manageable volcano. Thanks, jerk. Seeing the small quirk of her own lips, I can't stop a smile from growing on my face. I guess, be honest with her and yourself. Honest. At the very start, I thought you were just out of it. What? You almost ran me over in the hallway. Oh. I see a little tear there. She frowns and looks away. Sorry. And you tried to get my seat moved. Sorry. And the claw thing today? Not sorry about that. I figured. And you used to be hard to talk to. And you used to be hard to talk to. I felt awkward every time I'd even try. Like, thank Raptor Jesus for Damien and Liz, because otherwise I wouldn't have gotten to know the real you. Olivia rings her clawed fingers together. And what do you think of the real me? She's easily the most caring person I've ever known. I mean, yeah, she can be a little selfish, doesn't think ahead sometimes. But when she cares for something, she just has to do everything she possibly can for whatever it is. Is that what you think? Yes. I think you're quite caring and passionate and what? And I know Mr. Yatacon saw that in you too. Olivia's eyes water at the mention of our mentor. Thank you, Inko. Now's the time, Inko. Just say it. Hey, Inko? Hey, Inko? Say it, say it, say it, say it, say it! Do you like me? Yes? Why does talking have to be so hard? I prepare for Olivia's smug one-liner to crush my weak confession. Instead, I watch as Olivia brings her hood up and hides her eyes with it. Really? For some reason, seeing her like this fills me with a well of confidence. Yeah. Can I hear you say it? I like you, Olivia. I don't get how. Her hood peels away just enough so I can see her shimmering silver eyes. Why would you like someone like me? What was it? I like you too. Olivia brings her legs to her chest, holding the limbs tightly to her. She brings her hoodie's hem over her legs, transforming herself into a crocodile-shaped igloo. An Olivigloo. Oh, slippers was a bad idea. Oh crap. Yeah, you okay? Fine, just call someone. I cough awkwardly and get my phone out to call Liz. Hello? Inko? Is that you? Aren't you supposed to be in class right now? Scalar let Olivia and I out early. Oh, okay. I was told about Professor Yatakon. I hope you're doing okay. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm with Olivia by that old park by the school. Her chair's busted and we're kinda stuck. There's a keening whine from the bundled crocodile next to me, her tail wrapping around her as if to hug herself. Broke? In this weather? Are you two okay? We're fine. Can you come pick us up? Sure. I think I remember where that is. We're with Principal Scalar right now. Once we're finished, I can get you two on the way home. Thanks. After some shuffling, the call drops. I turn back to Olivia. She seems more anxious than anything right now. You alright? Yeah, I'll be okay. The stovepipe maw of the Olivigloo chatters quietly in the cold. My concern finally takes hold, forcing me to finally close the gap between us. She said that she had no replacement? It'll take a while for a new one to come in. That means she'll be trapped at home, completely sealed off from the outside. Man. The beginning of Olivia's annoyed protests die of exposure, becoming a grumbling acceptance as I wrap my arms around her shivering form. You're lucky you're warm, Inko. I didn't even notice the little slippers. Aww. Yeah, I definitely feel like it as her body shifts and nestles closer against me. Olivia's tail lays on my lap, the shivers reverberating through it the most. I lay my palm atop it, feeling the cold limbs shaking slowly still. Some long, distant trivia about limbs losing heat the fastest springs to mind. In the hopes of keeping frostbite away, I pet the heavy tail. As I do so, I hear the silliest sound rumbling from Olivia's chest and through the rest of her. It's like a purring cat almost. There's a new sensation on my cheek now, soft and warm. She's, Her lips are planted firmly on my cheek. This feels nice. As I continue to warm her tail for her, I feel the warm lips press more and more against my cheek. I don't know if kisses are supposed to go this long and be this wet. Now the lips are moving and some pointy things are there and munch. And that's her teeth. Ah! Livy instantly lets go of my cheek from her non-lethal bite. Oh, fuck! Sorry, I'm new to this stuff. I'm nervous. Oh my god. Oh, it's okay, really. Put a hand to my cheek to feel the damage. I feel the indents of her fangs, but nothing serious. I almost even start falling asleep before we hear a car pull up to the bottom of the hill. Olivia perks up and leans forward to try to see who it is. A few seconds later, Liz's head rises above the stairs, scanning like a submarine periscope. Crap. It's gonna be tough getting all the way back down, even with Liz's help. I look back and smile at Olivia, still huddled against herself and clinging to my arm. You ready? Well, there we go. It finally happened. That that was so cute. I loved that so much. This really is beautiful. It's 3 a.m. Should probably get to bed soon. What a game. That's my favorite. That's my favorite part of the game. Everything we've played today. From the cafeteria to the news to the tears to the kiss. That's the best part. Might have to leave it off it there for the night. Ended off on a good note. A really, really good note. There's just one problem with it. I'm not going to be able to go to sleep because I'm going to be thinking about this. I'm going to freaking be sad because I'm going to wish it was me. Gotta be real with it. Gotta be real with it. Gotta be real with the viewers, guys. It should have been me! It should have been me! Fucking Vegeta. Yeah. Anyway. That was absolutely incredible. That was beyond anything I ever could have expected. This game has brought more emotion and conversation and passion out of me than anything else ever has. We're going to save it there. And we're going to call it a night. Love the title screen. Here we go. uh, I really want to hug that gator, dude. So bad. Come on. Um, Potentially one of my favorite streams ever we've ever done so far. I never expected any of that. But I'm so happy that we're playing this game. I'm so happy that this is a thing, that this exists. I want to meet the creator of this game. We'll just have a conversation with them. I want to create a game like this. This has brought so much emotion. So much conversation. And so much friendship. Between the people that have watched this playthrough so far, and me and you, Chef. I can cry and whine and fucking shake my fists. The fact that this isn't me, that this can't that this isn't a real story, but you gotta feel happy. You gotta feel a warmth at what just happened. It's so cute. And I appreciate you too, Chef. I mean, come on, you've been here this whole time. I could never. I'm ass at my time management. And yet you stayed. And I appreciate that. It's great having you here. It's great being able to freaking talk and know that at least somebody's in chat. Yeah. That's just a moment of appreciation. Yeah, I think you're gonna die like Khan. You spelt my name wrong. You're never gonna be here again. You're gonna get banished for that shit. You spelled my name wrong. It's two A's, not two S's. I don't know. I've never seen any. I've never seen anybody actually have their name spelled Issac. I've never seen an Isaac with their name spelled that way. And yet people always misspell it that way. I'm like, I don't know what they're talking about. I've only ever seen it spelled Isaac. It's just how I always spelled it like that. Yeah, it's 3:18 for me. Well, that's 3 hours and 40 minutes of stream. That was the best part of the game. And genuinely, how do you spell it wrong again? That's got to be on purpose. Also, good morning, Chef. That was the best part of the game. And I genuinely think that because of how much this game has affected me, how much raw emotion has happened, how much warmth, cold, happiness, and sadness, and conversation that this has sparked, how much this game has allowed me to talk and share my ideas and my knowledge. This might be, actually no, not might be. When it's all said and done, this will be my favorite game ever. And I don't think anything's going to be able to top it. Because this has brought more out of me than I could ever imagine. And if I'm thinking about it, from when we started so many months ago, I feel like through the playthrough of this game, it has inadvertently caused me to change my life for the better. Just like Inko is changing Olivia's life. Somehow this game is having an effect on my life, and it's genuinely changing for the better. It's affected my decisions. This game has lived in my head ever since we started playing it, and having it like this, but also having you here, of course, has brought so much. And so as much as I could, as much as someone like me could whine and say that I wish that my life could be like this game, that I wish it could be a situation like this, it could end up this way, because I would feel awesome. I wouldn't be appreciating the fact that even though that's not possible, this game has still changed me. So I'm appreciate that. I'm appreciate that part. So much in only 34 hours. I don't want this to end. I don't want this feeling to end. I don't want this stream to end. I just want this story to go on forever. I just want this story to be the story. Because it's just that good. But it's 3:23 in the morning. Exclamation mark song of the day. Exclamation mark Discord. Exclamation mark GoFundMe. There you go. Go listen to the song of the day. Something's Wrong by James Marriott. Genuinely good album. James Marriott genuinely did well. Wasn't sure what to expect, but it's very good. Exclamation mark Discord. Go join the Discord if you haven't yet. I'll always be notifying people when I'm streaming Gator Game. And exclamation mark GoFundMe. Go donate to Yoru to help her dog and help with her bills. Kind of been drowning in them recently, so anything helps. As for next stream, I have 2 therapy sessions. I have one tomorrow and one the day after. So, maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. I gotta see what I have on Thursday, but maybe tomorrow. You know? That could be good. Maybe more Gator Game tomorrow. Keep this feeling going. Or on Thursday. I believe I have something going on Friday, but or Thursday. So, that was the best, one of the best streams I've ever done. One of the best parts of a game I have ever played. And I'm so happy that you guys are here too. So, have a good morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you are.